What's up, guys? K-357 coming to here. I know it's been a little while since I've got a video on. Shame on me. I'm going to try to get better at that. I've just had a lot of stuff going on here lately, and but I do not want to neglect my channel. Actually, we've got a lot of great things coming this year for 2020. As I've said before, we're certainly going to be doing some range videos. I've got in the works for an alternate range that we'll be using as well. Hopefully all that's going to work out to our liking. This will be up there around the New Hill area. So we'll have, my goal is to have 3 ranges that we would use. So if we get the one up north near Raleigh, we'll have that area covered, Siler City. And then, you know, there's a range that we've been using that I would love to start back using. That would be the range down in Moore County. So that would cover a lot of our folks south of us. Because I've got a couple other guys going to be helping me with instruction this year. So, I mean, concealed carry is pretty much, you know, the meat and potatoes of our training, because we do so much of it. I mean, we crank out about 100 students a month. And those classes are usually on the first and the third Saturday of each month. But we want to really crank up our other classes, which will be an AR-15, basic AR-15, and also an intermediate AR-15, basic, intermediate, and advanced handgun training, well, defensive handgun training. And of course, you know, we've had a lot of interest and done well with those classes, and those are our classes with folks to little to no shooting experience. Basically, it's what it is. It's a morning session that we run from 9 to 12, and then we run an afternoon session from 2 to 5. It's just $50 for that. It's the best $50 you could spend for 3 hours of good training. Starting out with safety, and then going on and shooting at the range. And then we bring some different handguns so you can shoot some different guns, because a lot of you folks that are starting out in those classes have not purchased your first handgun yet. So we'll start you out on a 22. Speaking of training, we've got, excuse me, a concealed carry class coming up this Saturday, the 1st of February. That'll be the first Saturday, and then we'll have another one the 15th of February. So you can register. You can register those classes by going to CarolinaFirearmsTraining.com and just go to courses. You can register there, or you can come in our store and register at 1606 Westover Drive, Sanford, NC 27330, right here in the Tramway area. Class fees just $59, and you'll have a good time that day. You'll learn a lot about the law. That class is mostly a legal block, and then you go out and you'll shoot your 30 rounds at a B-27 silhouette target from the 3, the 5, and the 7-yard line. I got 3 rifles that I'm looking at, and I've also got a handgun. Let's just go to the handgun first. We took this in just a couple of days ago. Very, 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 very nice handgun. Great for carry. This is, I think this is a 642. This is a 642-2, so this is the second engineering design. But this also has a Crimson Trace, as you can see it, a Crimson Trace grip-activated laser. Now, there's one thing, I'm not like necessarily this huge laser guy. I've got one on my Glock 17 that I bring to my concealed carry classes, and I got it for 2 reasons. Number one, to show people how lasers work. And number one, you know, if I'm going to get a laser, I want a grip-activated laser. So under stress, I just want to be able to grab the gun, the laser comes on, the button's right there. So when I grip it, the laser comes on. Of course, I can turn it on and off right there with that switch. But in a stressful moment, I don't want to have to come up here and turn on a button or flip a switch to get a laser to come on if I got to have a laser on my gun. And we can talk more about lasers in another video. But if you're going to get one, spend the extra money for a grip-activated laser. So this Crimson Trace grip and lasers all one module. The factory grips have been replaced. Of course, Crimson Trace did this for Smith & Wesson, because you see the Smith & Wesson logo there. But these are Crimson Trace, which, you know, I pretty much think they're the Cadillac of lasers. We got this gun at $549. This is a great deal on a great gun, 38 special. It'll also handle the plus P rounds. Not only that, but you get the grip-activated lasers. These lasers last for a long time before the batteries have to be replaced. You know, I always tell people, if you're going to replace the battery, when you need to replace the battery, when the thing starts waning a little bit, don't wait till it goes out. You know, if you want to do even better than that, say maybe every 6 months, just put a new fresh set of batteries in there, okay? I mean, I'm going to do that if I'm going to run a laser. $549. Nice handgun. It's like new. Comes with the original factory box, all the paperwork, the gun lock, everything with this can be yours for $549. Now, and I've got a couple of Remington 700 BDLs, I'm not sure of the manufacturer date on these, but they're nice. They're older. You can tell by looking at the stock on these things. This is the pretty wood, okay? Not quite like they do them today, but this is an older one. Now, this got a set of scope rings on it. Like I say, Remington 700 BDL, and then I've got another one. These are consignment guns. This one with the rings, customer wants $850 out the door. As you know, on consignment guns, there's no tax on that, so that would be $850 out the door. Then we've got another Remington 700 BDL with iron sights on here. This one, customer wants $675 out the door. Got the pretty wood. By the way, both of them are chambered. Little bit of an oddball caliber. If you're a big fan of 7mm 08, that's what both of these are chambered in, 7mm 08, both of them. Rifles are in very good condition. Come on up here and check them out. And then this gun, this is a nice gun right here. Very nice gun. This is Remington. This is a Ruger M77 Hawkeye with a Vortex Diamondback HP scope on it. The variable is 3 by 12 by 42. Very nice, and a sort of a matte stainless finish. I believe it holds 4 rounds, and this gun is in like new condition. Very nice, very nice. You know, Ruger rifles, they're very nice. Like I said, it's 270 Winchester, so this is a great deer rifle, and it's in very good condition. It's got one little, you can barely see it, a little place right there underneath the barrel. I ain't so sure that may not rub out. But come on up here and check this out. We've got this one at $849, which is a great buy with this Vortex scope. This Vortex scope, somewhere close to $300. And that's also, the rings are thrown in there as well. Just like you see it, mounted, ready to take it to your range or a range and zero it for you. So there you have it. We've got some more Defender ammo that should be in here this week. We've got, I'm just looking there, another supply of 5.56 We've got the 120 round containers, and I think we've got several of them over there that got 200 rounds in them. We've been selling lots of 5.56 which, you know, Walmart is, you know, they're trimming down their ammo sales, and I think, you know, the only thing they're selling is maybe shotgun rounds. I just need to drive down there and take a look, but I'm pretty sure they're not selling pistol rounds anymore, especially not rifle rounds, okay? So I just need to ride down there and take a look and see. But we've got actually a really good selection of hunt rifles. I'm looking on the wall, both sides, I see a number of scoped rifles as well in popular caliber. So come on down here and check us out. And like I said, we've still got seats available in our concealed carry class, which is this coming Saturday, the 1st of February. And also what's happening the 1st of February, yes. I may see if I can leave it to my guys to do the drawing and maybe even do the video, or I may do it at the end of the day, or potentially Sunday, which would be February the 2nd, right? So anyway, we've got a concealed carry class, and you might say, what are you giving away, Kevin? Yeah, that's right. I need to tell you that. We're giving away a Walther PPQ 22 with a threaded barrel. So it's suppressor ready. Of course, you know, we're also Class 3 dealers, and in fact, I've got 3 suppressors back there right now that would fit that gun. Of course, you got to fill out the paperwork and so forth, and the worst part's, you know, is a little waiting game. You know, you pay for the suppressor first. And by the way, just to let you know, don't forget, most of you guys that come in on a regular basis know this. Yes, financing is available here for firearms, new guns, used guns, suppressors, the tax stamp that has to be paid, the $200 tax stamp. Time Finance will finance all that stuff. They'll finance the suppressor and the $200 tax stamp. They'll finance any of these guns that I just showed you, very affordable monthly payment. It has to be a minimum of $300. But it'll get you a very affordable payment. that, you know, you come in here and, you know, there's guns in here that may be a little bit out of your price range, finance it. Most guns, my goodness, $1,000 gun, I'm going to say somewhere around $65, $70 a month. Look how much you spend in coffee and sodas and everything over a month's time, you know, when you can get that gun that you've always wanted. Oh, yeah, also, one last gun, let me show you, and then I'll hush for the evening because I'm getting hungry, and I'm sure Molly's getting hungry too. $379. I got a Judge here. I call it just a good nightstand gun. This will shoot 14 shotgun shells and 45 long Colt. 14 shotgun shells and 45 long Colt. Make a good nightstand gun, make a good truck gun, make a good anything gun. And these guns, you'd be surprised, this gun does not have the recoil that you might think that it would have. I've shot one of these and they're not that bad, not that bad. All right, so I'm out of here. Till see you next time. You guys stay armed, stay safe. One last thing, yes, it was pretty sad about Kobe Bryant. I saw it on Facebook and I thought it was some kind of a weird sick joke or something. You know how a lot of times you see fake posts like that, you know, where it says some famous celebrity's passed away or something. I got a pilot's license years ago, back in, hard to believe, 1988, and then I got an instrument rating so I could fly in clouds and weather and things like that. I think 2001, because it was just before 9/11. And from my understanding, that was a nice helicopter. I think there's 9 people on there, including the pilot. And it appears that he flew into instrument meteorological conditions, IMC. Of course, he was instrument rated, but things are a little bit different, especially when you're moving in a forward motion, and sometimes where you're not moving that fast forward when you're flying instruments in a helicopter as opposed to a fixed-wing aircraft. But it appears perhaps that for some reason or another that you know, he became disoriented. And anyway, before you know it, I think the radar showed his descent rate was over 4,000 feet per minute, which is smoking, and 184 knots. Or you know, I don't know if they said miles per hour, whatever, in flying, you know, refer to everything as in knots and not miles per hour. But anyway, that was awful. You know, I'm not into sports quite like I used to, but I guess everybody on the planet knew who Kobe Bryant was, and it was just very sad. So our prayers are with not only his family, but all the families of all the others that perished in that accident as well. All right, till see you next time. Stay armed, stay safe.